innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Kabataan, makisabay ka na.
Kahit may pandemya, huwag madismaya.
Dahil ang solusyo'y nakabang na, sabay tayong matuto at magsaya.
Ikaw at ako sabay switch on na.
Tara na't matuto na in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
TV, TV, TV Aralan TV, TV, TV Kasiyahan TV, TV, TV
Kaalaman!
Halina't
sumama sa bagong paaralan. Pa-para-pa-pa. Pa-para-pa-pa-pa. Sariling galing ay paiitingin.
Kaalaman ay huwag patigilin.
Karagdagang talino ay matutuklasan na. Buksan ang TV, sarili handa.
Kagayang ballpen at papel tayo'y matutunan.
Tara tumutok na 3, 2, 1, let's go!
TV, TV, TV Aralan TV, TV, TV Kasiyahan TV, TV, TV
Kaalaman!
Halina't
Sumama sa bagong paaralan. TV, TV, TV
Aralan
TV, TV, TV
Kaalaman
TV, TV, TV Halina't matuto sa makabagong paraan.
Ang isip
Hello world, magandang umaga Pilipinas, maayong buntag Mindanao, mabuhay Panabo City Division at mabuhay din po Region 11 dahil live na live po tayo ngayong napapanood sa ating social media accounts at ganun din po sa atin pong Panabo Cable Channel 1. Kaya magandang umaga po sa lahat ng aming mga ka-TV dyan. I'm pretty sure na excited po kayo para sa special coverage ng ating TV Aralan ngayon. Sa kauna-unahang launching po ng ating Panabo City Division Education Development Plan o DEDP para po sa taong 2021 hanggang 2025. Napakahalaga po ng planong ito sapagkat mamaya po ito ay bibigyang diin ng ating mga speakers mula po sa iba't ibang larangan para po maipaunawa sa inyong lahat kung ano po ang nilalaman ng DEDP plan na ito para po sa pag-deliver natin ng quality education para po sa ating Panabuans at hindi lamang po sa Panabuans kundi sa iba pa nating mga stakeholders kung ano po ang kanilang magiging role, ano po ang kanilang magiging kontribusyon para sa ikabubuti po ng ating edukasyon sa Panabo, Panalo. Ayan, so sa mga ka-TV namin dyan, I'm sure excited na po kayo kaya good morning po sa inyong lahat. Lalong-lalo na mamaya po sa ating special guests na pinangungunahan of course ng ating Regional Director, Director 4, Alan G. Parnazo. At good morning din po sa ating Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario, sa ating ASES, Ma'am Pibigay L. Repamonte, sa ating SGOD Chief, Dr. Aileen B. Andelnuevo, at sa ating CID Chief, Dr. Januario Yamota. Kasama po ang ating mga local government officials. Mamaya po yan, makakapili po natin ang ating Honorable Congressman for the 2nd District of Davao del Norte. We have Honorable Alan Aldo R. Duhali, our City Mayor, Honorable Jose Relampagos, at ang ating Education Committee Chair, walang iba kundi ang ating Honorable Councilor Emmanuel Mawe Pamisaran. At sa lahat din po ng ating mga private schools, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, of course, headed by Engineer Rudy Adlaon. Sa lahat po ng ating school administrators, sa lahat ng nanonood sa amin all over your screen, sa buong Panabo, sa buong rehiyon o sa buong mundo na naaabot po ng ating live coverage na ito, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Kaya po para formal na simulan ang atin pong live coverage ngayon, let us welcome on screen, of course, ang ating nagagandahang mga host na walang iba kundi si Ma'am Desiree Barbat at si Ma'am Leia J. Esleta. Kaya mga ka-TV, sisimulan na po natin ang ating special coverage for the launching of the Panabo City Division Education Development Plan, DEDP 2021-2025.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the Division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and magandang buhay po sa ating lahat. Today is a very momentous event as the Schools Division of Panabo City launches its Division Education Development Plan for the year 2021-2025.
You're totally right, Ma'am Leia. Today is another leap of success for the Schools Division of Panabo City. And we are very glad to have each and every one of you in this historical event. So to start with our program, may we request everyone to please rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by a doxology and the Panabo Division hymn.
Almighty God, Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah. Although our physical bodies are weary and weak, thank you for opening our eyes at the break of dawn, in order to behold the beauty of the biosphere we are in, for letting our other senses feel the warmth of haring araw, and let the air so abundant and free run through our nostrils and flow to our lungs smoothly. As we converge today for a special purpose, let your divine omnipresence hover over each one of us in different locations but are virtually focused. First, our division top leaders who steer the wheel towards one seal, Panabo City Division as forefront of eradicating illiteracy. Each personnel for the gift of innovating and integrating creative programs and projects to address functional literacy. Each stakeholder for the gift of sharing your industry-based resources and all other means to be our partners in rallying for our education purposes. Our learners, our clients, who are at the center of group bonds, stuck together, that through the Envision programs for another 5 years, they shall be nurtured and moved to excel in their unique gift and competencies. Amidst the complexities of weaknesses and infirmities in any form, inspiration will cause each little contribution to collaborate and do greater impact, thus proving weakness there is strength. By then, we can celebrate our successes collectively. We believe that all these are made possible only because of you. Abba, Father. Amen.
Isang lungsod, isang layunin, edukasyong may kalidad ay makakamit. Kalinangan ay paigtingin, pagiging positibo ay palalawigin. Isang diwa, isa sa gawa, para sa ikabubuti ng kapwa. Naniniwala na pagmamahal sa bayan ay solusyon sa kinabukasan. Edukasyon sa Panabo, Panalo, Panaboan, sigurado. Sangay ng lungsod ng Panabo, aming liyag, minamahal ng may kapal. Bayan ay labis na mamahalin, pantay-pantay na pagtingin, ibabahagi ang katotohanan. Bawat bata ay may karapatan, sama-sama sa pag-abot ng tagumpay. Di susuko sa mga pagsubok sa buhay, babaunin ang karunungang natutunan, maging mabuting halimbawa sa karamihan. Edukasyon sa Panabo, Panalo, Panaboan, sigurado. Sangay ng lungsod ng Panabo, aming liyag, minamahal ng may kapal. Ang aming hangarin ay itatatak sa aming puso't damdamin, maglilingkod ng buong katapatan.
Aming leyon, minamahal.
Nag-iisa at natatangi ka sa walang
Sanggay ng lungsod ng
Panabo. Panabo.
Thank you so much. I would like also to say thank you to Sir Neil Michael Liases, our PSTS, and Ma'am Halia Pueblo, our EPS, for our opening prayer. But Ma'am Des, before anything else, we would also like to recognize our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario, of course, together with our ASDS, Ma'am Febigay L.
We
Repamonte.
also have our Chief Education Supervisor for the Schools Governance and Operations Division, or SGOD, Dr. Eileen P. Anuevo, and our Chief Education Supervisor for the Curriculum Implementation Division, or CID, Sir Januario A. Yamota.
And also, Ma'am Des, would also like to acknowledge and to say hi to our education program supervisors, public schools district supervisors, school principals, and school in charge who are watching us right now.
We also have with us today our honored guest, our Congressman for the 2nd District of the Province of Davao del Norte, Honorable Alan Arduhali, duly represented by his Chief Operations Officer, Ma'am Mary Ann Cheng.
And of course, Ma'am Des, we also have today our ever-supportive father of the city, our City Mayor, Jose E. Relampagos, together with our Committee of the Education Chairman, Honorable Emmanuel Pamisara. Good morning.
Good morning also to our ever-supportive Regional Director of DepEd Region 11, Director Alan G. Fernando.
Yes, and of course, to all of our division section heads, division personnel of the SDO of Panabo City, good morning and magandang buhay po sa ating lahat.
And of course, Ma'am Leia, andito rin po kasama natin ang ating mga dedicated and committed teachers from both public and private schools. You know what, Ma'am Leia? Live po tayo today via Facebook, YouTube, and Panabo Cable Channel 1. So, we would like to say hi to all of our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. And
Yeah, so hello po. Hello
ayan
sa
po,
inyo lahat.
maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much po for being with us today, no, for witnessing with us this special event of the SDO of Panabo City. And of course, Ma'am Des, to formally acknowledge our participants, let us have our Education Program Supervisor of the SGOD, Sir Karen.
I would like to test my video and mic. Is it clear? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the Regional Director, Alan J. Farnazo, the Director 4 of DepEd Region 11, OIC Schools Division Superintendent of this division, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario, CESO 6, OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Phoebe Gay
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Ayan, so thank you so so much po, Sir Karen Luma. So parang may internet connection problem si Sir Karen. So isa talaga ito sa mga challenges, Ma'am Des.
Yes, but I live na live. So, we will proceed to, we will have Sir Karen Luma
In a while
in a while po.
So medyo inaayos pa siguro ni Sir ang kanyang connection. But anyway, of course, would like to say thank you to our SDS Sir Reynate Solitario, our chief, of course, Dr. Aileen Anula for having us with Ma'am Des today. So I guess, okay na yata si Sir Karen? So ladies and gentlemen, once again, let us all welcome our Education Program Supervisor, Sir Karen Luma.
So, we think there are still technical glitches po experienced by our EPS. So, let us proceed to formally welcome us in this most celebrated occasion. Please help us welcome our brilliant and beautiful Assistant Schools Division Superintendent of Panabo City Division, Ma'am Feby Gay L. Rafamon.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Leia and Ma'am Des. My morning greetings to our Regional Director, Dr. Alan G. Farnaso, to our Congressman, Honorable Alan R. Duhali, to our City Mayor, Honorable Jose E. Relampagos, to the Chairman of the Education Committee, our City Councilor, Honorable Emmanuel Mawe Pamisaran, to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Nante A. Solitario, to the Chiefs of the School Governance and Operations Division, and to the Curriculum Implementation Division, to all our education program supervisors, public schools district supervisors, school heads, our section heads, teaching and non-teaching personnel, parents, students, and to all our viewers via FB Live, YouTube, and through the Panabo City Cable TV Channel 1. A blessed morning to all of us. It is my great honor to welcome you all in this very momentous event. Another milestone for the Division of Panabo City, the virtual launching of our division education development plan for the calendar year 2021 to 2025. This is a 5-year plan that will be our basis for all our programs and projects, a plan that is anchored also in the Regional Education Development Plan and shows our strategic direction. DEDP is a result of the concerted effort of all the Division of Panabo City key officials and personnels. Thus, let me take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude and felicitation to all the persons behind the success of this endeavor. To the SGOD family headed by Chief Eileen Anunuevo, to the CID family headed by Chief John Yamota, to all the school heads and section heads, and to everyone who is behind this success. But this will never be possible, of course, without the constant support and encouragement from our father of the Division of Panabo City, Dr. Nante A. Solitario. The pandemic poses a problem to all of us, most especially to the education sector. Due to the limitations and health protocols, our usual face-to-face classes is not allowed. Thus, we shifted from the physical engagement to online, TV, radio, and blended modalities. All of these challenges are considered in the drafting of our DEDP. We made sure that the Division of Panabo City can still deliver the same quality of education to all our learners. We will strongly adhere to our brand name, that we are the forefront of eradicating illiteracy through integration, innovation, industry-based learning, and inspiration. Once again, welcome to the virtual launching of the Division Education Development Plan of Panabo City Division. And mabuhay po tayong lahat. God bless us all. Back to you, Ma'am De.
So thank you so much to our ever dynamic ASPS Ma'am Fabigay Racamonte at CPA Cese. And now for us to deeply understand the importance of this Division Education Development Plan, let us now hear the rationale and objective of today's activity to be brought to us by our Chief Education Supervisor of the SGOD. Let us all welcome Dr. Eileen Añinuevo.
Hi everyone! Good morning, Sir June. My courtesy to the Honorable Congressman of the 2nd District, Davao del Norte, Honorable Alan R. Duali, to the City Mayor, Honorable Jose Relampago, Sir, Honorable Emmanuel Pamisaran, City Councilor, Chairman, Education Committee, to the Regional Director of DepEd Region 11, Director Alan G. Farnaso, Sir, to the Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Maria Ines Asuncion, and to our SDS, Dr. Renante Solitario, Sir, to our ASDS, Ma'am Fibigay L. Rifamonte, Ma'am, to the Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Chief Januario Yamota, to the President of the Private Schools, Dr. Rudy Adlaon, to all supervisors, school heads from both public and private schools, SDO personnel, teachers, parents, spectators, all on board, and most of all, our learners. Good morning to all. Allow me to present the rationale and the strategic direction in a nutshell for calendar years 2021 to 2025 as carefully and holistically written in the Division Education Development Plan. The Division Education Development Plan, or the DEDP, of the Schools Division of Panabo City serves as the master plan for calibrating its strategic direction for effective and efficient delivery of education services to its clientele for the next 5 years. It was crafted in a more comprehensive and far-reaching plan of action to enhance the current practices and emerging challenges. However, the biggest challenge of this education plan is on using the eagle eye to see the opportunities and possibilities for learners to access quality education during this new normal. Nevertheless, this also reflects restructured and well-suited methods to overcome potential obstacles that may come in the next few years. To capsulize the objectives is to present content of the DEDP 2021-2025 to both the internal and external stakeholders. And of course, to launch the DEDP as the primary education plan of the Schools Division of Panabo City. And also to distribute hard copies of the DEDP to the key city officials and stakeholders. And through this virtual launching, may this provide avenue for the promotion and utilization of the DEDP by the key stakeholders. As the forefront of eradicating illiteracy, the Schools Division of Panabo City is committed to ensure educational continuity amidst pandemic. Serbisyong panabuan, di kalidad at maaasahan, prioridad ang pangarap ng kabataan. And of course, to provide accessible, relevant, inclusive, gender and culture sensitive, and quality education to its learners that is anchored to the vision, mission, and goals of the Department of Education. To support in improving learning outcomes in school management and using innovation, industry-based learning, integration, inspiration as our key strategies. One of the four strategic pillars of the SDO is innovation. We have TV Aralan in partnership with the Panabo Cable and other stakeholders, Reading Delights to eradicate illiteracy, Research Summit for the evidence-based local policies and teaching learning, the RBI, we already have 6 local radio stations. Thank you, LGU, Mayor, and other partners. The SBM Laboratory Schools, the CI, the DTS, the PECOR, the PESIDOTA, and innovation to lessen the number of personnel coming to offices and in compliance with the IATF. And we have the Module Panda, Bicicleta, Bactas Donald, and among others. Integration, we have research, special education programs, indigenous peoples program, alternative learning system, and alive programs. Based learning, we have Adapt a School program, Brigada Eskwela program, the senior high school work immersion, the construction and repair of school building, and the senior high school offerings based on the existing industries in the locality and job markets, domestic and abroad. And truly, for the last four strategic pillars, we have inspiration. And under which we have sports development program, Eagle and Aguila searches, recognition of best practices and innovations in schools, and program on awards and incentives for service excellence or praise. The DEDP was carefully conceptualized using the 6 R's and as categorized into access, quality, and governance. The first R is reach, and that is categorized under access. Reach underscoring reaching out all school-aged children, including the OSY and adults, the IPs and children with special needs through formal education, non-formal education, or alternative learning system, and informal education. The second R is rating, and it is categorized under quality. Ratings underscoring quantified assessment. Another under quality is responsiveness. It is the ability to satisfy the needs, the wants, and the aspiration of parents, students, and employers who will hire the graduates of the school system. One of the 3 R's under governance is return, that is translated into sustainability measures. The second R under governance is revenue. Revenues are the resources raised by the unit from both the public and private sources of funds. That talks about linkages and partnerships. And the last R under governance is recognition. It talks about the awards and recognition received, and it also talks about the reputation, the prestige, and image of the unit. In conclusion, DEDP serves as the master plan, strategic direction, the roadmap. And to all of us who are able to contribute intellectually and to the brain of this DEDP, thank you very much. And let's sit back and relax as we continue. To all of us, good morning and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Eileen V. Anuevo, our Chief Education Supervisor of the Schools Governance and Operations Division. Truly, that was an amazing work of brilliant minds and skilled hands. An astounding craft that encapsulate the direction of Panabo City for the year 2021-2025. So the Schools Division of Panabo City is committed to fulfill its mandate to provide accessible, relevant, inclusive, gender and culture sensitive and quality education to its learners. And that is made possible with great leaders leading the division. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, let us hear a message from a visionary man, one of the promising leaders in DepEd, and truly an inspiration of every employee in the division of Panabo City. Please help me welcome our schools division superintendent, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario.
Thank you so much, Des and Leah. And of course, I would like to greet everyone. Good morning, especially to our Congressman of the 2nd District, Alan R. Duhali, Representative. We have also Ms. Ann Cheng, our Chief of Operation of the Office of Congressman Alan Duhali. Honorable City Mayor Jose Aralan Pagos, our City Councilor, Chair of the Education Committee, Honorable Councilor Emmanuel Pamisaran. Of course, our beloved dynamic Regional Director of DepEd Region 11, RD Alan G. Farnazo, and ARD Maria Ines C. Asuncion. My partner, ESDS Febigay Rifamonte. To our Chief of the CID, Chief Januario Yamota, together with all Education Program Supervisors and Public Schools District Supervisors. Chief Eileen Anuevo, with Education Program Supervisor Karen Luma, and of course, the personnel and staff. Dr. Rudy Adlaon, our Private School Association President, who took part also in the crafting of this DEDP, together with other stakeholders and partners in the city. And of course, our principals watching out there, our teachers, parents, learners, all the viewers of Panabo Satellite Cable TV Channel 1, YouTube channel of DepEd Panabo City, and its Facebook page. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Moving towards the goal of sustainability really requires wholesome attitudes and behaviors. And progress in this direction is indeed critically dependent on how education is strategically planned. The Schools Division of Panabo City really has now finally completed its Division Education Development Plan for calendar years 2021 to 2025 as a result of collective viewpoints attempting to respond to the needs of Panaboan learners. This DEDP is anchored on the brand name of the Schools Division of Panabo City as the forefront of eradicating illiteracy through 4 I's: innovation, integration, industry-based learning, and inspiration. This is the core ground of the division to lead in the annihilation of illiteracy to all learners who deserve the right to basic, holistic, quality, accessible, and relevant education through proactive, modern, professional, nimble, trusted, and nurturing leaders and teachers in schools and learning communities committed to implement the different programs, projects, and activities of the department. We firmly ensure that these data-driven plans will guide us in the next 5 years. We strive hard to carry out for its realization, to form our milestones as a result of careful study and application of skills, knowledge, and wisdom of the Division Planning Committee and the Technical Working Group. In oneness of our dreams, let us deftly reframe our aspirations and earnestly move towards our destination amidst the pandemic, which teaches us to be really resilient. Challenges really are not flashing danger signs, but spectacular opportunities to promote progress and development. That's why we must go forward in chasing our goals by the spirit of commitment and dedication with the broadest possible range of partners in order to contribute in gearing up and achieving the aggressive reforms in basic education through Sulong Educalidad. May this book, embodied with the strategic plans, lead us to greater achievements in the years to come. Congratulations for the existent and imminent successes of the Schools Division of Panabo City. To God be always be the glory. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you so much to our ever dynamic schools division superintendent for that very inspiring and wonderful message to all of us. And of course, Ma'am Des, the DepEd's vision and mission will not also be realized without the support of our local officials. And now, let us now witness a message coming from our Honorable City Mayor, Honorable Emmanuel Pamisaran.
Let us welcome our Councilor, Chairperson for the Committee on Education, Honorable Councilor Emmanuel Moe Pagisaran.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the Division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
The most important step to keep ahead amidst all sudden unwanted occurrences. To the City Mayor Jose Aralan, Department of Education, Panabo City Division, headed by Sir Renante Solatorio, teachers, guests from DepEd Region 11, and viewers of today's launching, good morning. It is an honor to impart a message, most especially as the chairman of the Committee on Education, Culture and Scouting, holds a heavy responsibility as we are to handle students in the city. We are part of their journey from the very beginning of learning until the moment they graduate and pursue their respective dreams. With this, the 5-year plan from year 2021 to 2025 will truly aid in generating appropriate programs and activities from the smallest detail to the utmost larger picture of visions. I am proud of your success in pushing through the value of quality education despite of the pandemic. We have faced challenges that juices up our brightest idea as to how to address the conflicts we encountered, especially that education of our students is our priority. The urgency to develop a long-range planning needs thorough assessment as to distinguish and reflect our lapses and what to do next. For short, to prepare solution to prevent procrastination in the upcoming years. It is also the best time to support our proposals to provide an effective and safe learning environment. We must strengthen our relationship with the parents and guardians of our students to give an assurance that our Department of Education and the local government is with them. We are companion. We are placed here to cater the needs of the students from urban and rural areas, especially the remote areas here in Panabo City school communities. Aside from improving our programs, activities, services, and teaching strategies, we must have also an eye to the barriers we encountered during the pandemic. Monitoring and close coordination with our school communities is also relevant because they are adjustment made in today's blended learning system. Now the situation of our learning system is not predictable. But I'd like to share a helpful strategy that I used for a few years, which is having a SMART goal. S is for specific, M is measurable, E for attainable, R for relevant, and T for time bounded. On the other hand, with regards to legislative measure extended by the Sangguniang Panlunsod, kami sa HCT Council under the leadership of our City Vice Mayor Honorable Janry Biboy Gabina, nagpasakita og mga ubay-ubay nga mga ordinansa nga atong giduso, napaaprobahan ug sa kasamtangan na implementar na. Tuguti ko ninyo to mention a few. Ug una niana ang atong pag-consolidating sa atong mga tanan nga scholarship program grant by the City of Panabo. Kabahin ni Ana ang atong scholar ng lungsod, ikaduha ni Ana ang atong scholarship program intended para sa atong mga kaigsuunang Muslim, ikatulo ni Ana ang atong scholarship program intended para sa atong mga indigenous people. Wherein atong gitagaan og kahigayunan nga gi-expand nato buot pasabot daghan na ang nahimong recipient no na nakaabil sa maong scholarship program ug ikaduha ni Ana atong gi-increase ang stipend allowance ug uban pa nga mga pribilehiyo, benepisyo sa atong mga scholar nga gitawag nato og mga atong mga kaigsuunang kabus nga diin poor but deserving students. Ikaduha ni Ana atong gi-institutionalizing ang atong alternative learning system nga diin gitagaan nato og kahigayunan ang atong mga magtutudlo nga iangat ang estado sa ilang panginabuhian aron sila inspirado nga mas ila pang pakusgan ug mahimong mas epektibo ug efficiency ang ilang pagtudlo nganha sa atong mga kabataan, particularly sa atong mga out of school youth. Ikatulo ni Ana ug kabahin pa ni Ana ato pong gi-increase no ang honorarium ng atong mga daycare teacher aron sa ingon ni Ana dugang inspirasyon nga mahimo pagyong efficiency ug epektibo ang ilang pagtudlo nga diin matagaan gihapon nato kahigayunan nga iagat ang estado sa panginabuhian sa atong mga magtutudlo nga diin naghatag og maayo nga edukasyon sa atong mga kabataan. Dugang paniana og and soon to be approved atong i-regulate no ang atong paggamit ng atong video okay matag adlaw tungod kay sama sa atong hisgot o gi-mention ganiha nga ang learning mode of learning karon through module naman na silang panimalay, kinahanglan sila magtuon, kinahanglan nato sabton o suportahan ang atong mga kabataan. And hopefully, we are looking forward nga ang tanan natong mga komunidad, atong mga kaigsuunan, mo suporta o mo cooperate niini. Dugang nga mga measures nga gipasaka ng atong Sangguniang Panlunsod ang pahatag og suporta no nga i-assured nga ang mga facilities, mga machine, mga panginahanglan sa atong mga tulungaan ma-provide nato suportahan ang ehekutibo ug labaw sa tanan suportahan nato ang programa sa edukasyon sa atong local government unit in general. Rest assured kami sa HCT Council magapanday ng mga balaod nun ordinansa resolution nga haom nga motubag sa mga naguna ug batakang panginahanglan sa bagang duot sa katawan labi na gyud sa isgutanan sa pagpalapad sa ato ang kalidad nga edukasyon. Again, congratulations to all the successful launching. May you all be guided and may be targeted goals and outcomes be achieved. I believe in you. I hope this pandemic will end at the most possible nearest time. To God be the glory. Sa kanunay, kini inyong tipik ug kabahin sa kalambuan, Councilor Maui Pamisaran, daghang salamat.
Daghang salamat atong tipik ug kabahin, Honorable Emmanuel Maue Pamisaran, EDCOM Chair, Panabo City. Indeed, our stakeholders are sincerely committed to impart resources to ensure that the rights of every child is protected, especially the right to education. And now, let us hear another message of support coming from our City Mayor, Honorable Jose E. Relampago.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the Division of Panabo City the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Prioridad ang edukasyon. Support subay sa Aralan Pagos 10 points agenda mahitabong Division Education Development Plan sa 2021 up to 2025. Akong dakong suporta sa ato ang mga magtutudlo aron sab sila makahatag og maayong panag-ingnan sa ilahang mga estudyante. Padayon kamo sa pag-alihok o ganiya ako anda mo suporta para sa kanambuan sa atong educational system diri sa atong city ug Panabo. Maayong buntag ug daghang salamat kaninyong tanan.
Yes, thank you so much. Of course, our Honorable City Mayor Jose Aralan for that message of support. And now we will also be hearing a message of support coming from our ever-supportive Congressman of the 2nd District, Davao del Norte, Honorable Alan Arduhali, duly represented by our Chief Operations Officer, Ma'am Mary Ann Chen.
To Mayor Joe Rilampagos, Councilor Maui Pamisaran, SDS of Panabo, Dr. Renante Solitario, DepEd 11 Regional Director, Dr. Alan Fernazo, Dr. Rodi Adlawon, to all principals, teachers, heads of various divisions, staff of Panabo Schools Division, congressional team, parents, learners, and all those who are watching and listening in today's very important broadcast, maayong buntag. It is a privilege and an honor for me to share with you all the message from our very own Congressman Alan Aldo Arduhali. Please allow me. I would like to commend the Schools Division of Panabo City, Department of Education, for completing its 5-year Division Educational Development Plan, DEDP, for school year 2021-2025. Today marks the launching of this strategic plan with programs, projects, and activities relevant to improve access to free and quality education for our children to basic education. Para sa ato ang mga kabataan nga aduna sila libre o di kalidad na edukasyon, maski pa man nagausab-usab ang mga pamaagi sa atong mga pagtudlo. This is our goal to have free education for all, especially on our basic education. The public health crisis we are currently experiencing has made us united and more resilient to adjust our educational modalities and adapt to the new normal. I am grateful to Dr. Ray Solitario, our teachers, and the whole DepEd Schools Division team for responding effectively and efficiently to the call for a learning continuity plan, blended modality to overcome the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. The plan is invaluable in providing a framework and platform for education pathways towards the achievement of quality basic education and improved learning outcomes for our children. It is responsive to the education needs of our communities and capacity development of our learning institution. It is also relevant to emerging modalities in the delivery of education services that is adaptive, resilient, and innovative. Education as one of the key pillars for inclusive growth is one of my priorities. I worked with DepEd and DPWH to continue to improve our schools' physical facilities through construction of classrooms. We are also implementing bypass and diversion roads in Panabo City and in the whole of District 2, province of Davao del Norte, to make it more convenient for our children and teachers to travel and go to school. We have also extended support in the production of learning modules for our teachers, as well as provide support for students for their scholarship. Together with partners, we have launched a digital literacy program for our elementary public schools in partnership with Ayala Foundation Incorporated and Microsoft Philippines. 12 teachers were initially trained from Panabo Central Elementary School, 24 learners received cellular phones, and 12 of them received a home Wi-Fi. We plan to roll out the implementation of the Project Codit digital literacy program to other schools. We are in extraordinary days with great challenges and uncertainties due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected most especially our education sector. Because of this, we need to promote inclusive education, alternative delivery methods, incorporating health-related protocols, safety, and information technology in our education system. I am confident that we will rise above these challenges because of our collective vision for development and our intent to overcome the impact of the current health crisis. I believe that the collaborative partnerships that we have will contribute greatly to the achievement of this plan and in making a difference in the lives of our children. Well done, Dr. Reynante Solitario and team. Rest assured that my representation will continue to support the implementation of this plan for the welfare of our children and for a progressive province of Davao del Norte. Aldo tayo ang laging dalangin o masenso tayo. Tayo ang una sa Team Aldo. Tao ang una sa Team Aldo. Thank you very much and good morning. Representative Alan Aldo R. Duhali.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Mary Ann Cheng, Chief Operations Officer of Team Aldo. And of course, thank you to our Congressman of 2nd District for the province of Davao del Norte, Honorable Alan Aldo R. Duhali. Truly, the Panabo City Division is very grateful for your continued support and generosity. So now let us proceed let us hear the message of our keynote speaker. To formally introduce him, please help me welcome our Chief Education Supervisor of CID, Sir John Mario E. Yamota.
Thank you, Ma'am Des and Ma'am Leah. My courtesy to our Honorable Congressman Alan Duhali, duly represented by Ma'am Marian Cheng, the Chief Operation Officer, to our City Mayor, Honorable Mayor Jose Lampagos, to our Education Committee Chair, Honorable Manuel Pamisaran, to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Ray Nante Solitario, to our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Pibigay Ripamonte, to the SGUD Chief, Chief Eileen Anonuevo, to all the education program supervisors, public school district supervisors, to all the section heads, to all the principals, both elementary and secondary, to all the teachers, to the private school association president, Engineer Rudy Adlaon, to all the stakeholders, partners, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Maayong buntag sa tanan. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you our keynote speaker this morning with our launching of our DEDP. However, I would like to use the electronic introduction of our keynote speaker. Here we go. Please, June.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Newly installed Regional Director of the Department of Education, Region 11.
Unong akla, sulong ito kalidad, Davaoenyo.
The man with the determination, vision, morale, and humility. Before he became the man he is right now, he first graduated a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy at Marble University, Coronadal, South Cotabato. Proceed his master's degree in education, majoring guidance and counseling at Notre Dame of the Jangas University. He then proceed Bachelor of Laws at Mindanao State University, General Santos City Campus, and finally his Doctor of Philosophy at Sultan Kudarat State University. In 1991, he passed the Career Service Professional Exam, while in 1992, he passed his Professional Board Examination for Teachers. He also passed the Career Service Executive Exam in 2003, ranked 9 in the National EMT in 2005. He also passed the CESU Eligibility in 2007 and CESU 5 in 2009. Who once became a classroom teacher, guidance council coordinator, provincial board member, administrative officer, schools division superintendent, officer in charge as assistant regional director, and now the regional director of the Department of Education. He was awarded as the Outstanding School Paper Advisor of the Philippines in 1996, Outstanding Municipal Councilor from 1999 to 2001, and Best Part-Time Faculty in school year 2012 to 2013. Currently a member of several organizations: National Youth Commission, Regional Social Development Committee, Toastmasters International, and the current Secretary of Regional Development Council in Region 12, Coronadal City, South Cotabato. Recently, he is one of the finalists of the 2020 Gawad Career Executive Service Award, an annual presidential recognition for the members of the Career Executive Service whose remarkable accomplishments, excellent performance, and integrity inspire others to transform communities across the country. A very loving husband and a caring father to his 3 adorable children. A man of prophetic vision, pious religiosity, and exceptional leadership. A man whose love to all DepEd learners and personnel is second to none. A beautiful soul who is now ready to take off and soar high like an eagle in DepEd Davao Region. The 11th Regional Director of the Department of Education, Davao Region, Director Alan G. Farnazo.
Sulong kabataang Davaoenyo.
Thank you, Sir June. Ladies and gentlemen, our Regional Director, Dr. Alan Farnazo of Region 11.
Thank you very much. My courtesy and respect to all of you and the great people of the city of Panabo, of course, led by our municipal mayor, city mayor, the Honorable Mayor Jose Rilampagos, and of course, with our beloved congressman of the 2nd District, Honorable Alan R. Duhali. Earlier, we had the City Councilor Chairman on the Committee on Education, Honorable Emmanuel Pamisaran. Our 2 chiefs, the Chief of SGOD, Chief Eileen Añunuevo, and the Chief of CID, Sir Januario Yamota. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, on top of the DEDP is the leadership that provides inspiration, is the leadership that gives courage when we are weakened by challenges. On top of the DEDP is the man whose passion should be stronger than anyone, whose faith in God should be beyond question, as the challenge of the moment is leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, as we launch your DEDP, join me in honoring your school's division superintendent, Dr. Rinante Solitario, and ably assisted by our very beautiful, very cute, and youthful Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Phoebe Gay L. Refamonte. More often in DepEd, we misplace the address as doctor, as we all provide a deep presumption that everyone has finished already their graduate school courses. But other than that, it is also the misplaced address sometimes is also a reminder to us that we should seek continuous improvement of ourselves. Because the one who should keep on improving are the ones who provide leadership, are the ones who take the lead, and are the ones who should make sure that as they take the lead, they have the competence. We have the integrity, because we cannot lead a flock where the shepherds are not aware of our plans, our voice, and are even familiar of the territory that we are treading. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, we have heard it several times that when we fail to plan, we plan to fail. To this DEDP is the direction we need to take a look into seriously if we want our division of Panabo to go somewhere from where we are at the moment. There are a few basic questions we need to answer. One is to be very clear to ourselves on how we want a learner in the city of Panabo to be taught. How do we want them to learn? Second is how do we want them to be in terms of influencing their character, preparing them for their future. And third is where are we bringing them to? The kind of education, the kind of territory where we want them to be ready. Are we trying to produce learners in Panabo who will be heavy on textbook, who will be heavy on science, who will be heavy on what? And this must be very clear to us by now. Otherwise, we will have a future. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Because we have not planned on how we would like them to be in terms of the career. Whether what they are pursuing in terms of education is the one that will propel the need of professionals, the professional need of Panabo City. Ladies and gentlemen, this kind of task becomes extra heavy on the shoulder of the Department of Education, especially with DepEd now implementing senior high school. In the past, manpower development was not very much the territory of the Department of Education because it was solely on the responsibility of TESDA, the DOLI, and of course, the Commission on Higher Education. But now with DepEd implementing the senior high school, where some of them who are especially pursuing the textbook track and will not anymore proceed to college and will eventually join the world of work, they are now the making of the Department of Education. And so one thing we need to look into is whether the textbook offering we have in the schools division of Panabo is the one that the job market of Panabo City is needing. If there is a mismatch, then DepEd has to do modification, redirection, and this must be contained prominently in your DEDP now. Second, there are some accusations that the textbook produced by the Department of Education are not the skilled workers needed by the industry. The question now is, why should we not position the immersion program to already approximate the skills need of the industry so that when they march out of our schools, they are already ready to what kind of competence and skills needed by the industry. The Department of Education, through all our school heads, must review, revisit, and match our offering to the need of the market if we want our graduates to position themselves and find a job. Who knows? At some time, they will decide that while working, and now that they are earning little, they may be able to finance themselves through their education and proceed to college. But first and for all, we need to arm them with what it is to live a decent life. Yung gagaan, yung gaganda, yung lalawak ang kanilang mga tatahakin at oportunidad na darating sa kanila. Ayun ang dapat nating gagawain. To all of you, I believe that the city of Panabo has what it takes to propel and progress. I believe in the hearts of the Panabo people. I believe in the indomitable strength of character of Panabo people. I should know because among all the divisions that I visit most, in fact, almost every weekend is the city of Panabo. Of course, the reason of my usual visit in the in the city of Panabo is personal to me, as I have two sisters and a brother in the city of Panabo. Hence, in my assignment here in Region 11, I find that I have immediate siblings to turn to whenever I want to spend some personal time. Hence, I am able to talk to them. My nephews and nieces in Panabo are not going to private school. They are attending their studies. They are doing their studies in private schools. All of them, in fact. And I have instructed all of them to be in the public school of Panabo, because if a regional director cannot trust the quality of education in Panabo City, then I have no business of being a regional director. And that I should also ask all of us in the Department of Education whether we trust the kind of education we offer in the public school system. If we do not trust, by not sending our own children to the classrooms of public school, perhaps that has an impact on the way we do things and on the way we dispose of our function. We should believe in the education that we deliver first. It becomes very inspiring, very second nature to us to talk of the quality, to talk of the direction. If we believe in the education that we deliver in the public school by having our children attend classes and place our children in the classrooms of public schools. Naniniwala ako na sa ating DEDP ngayon ay higit na mas maganda ito dahil kasama dito sa ating pagtahak ng direksyon ang mga alituntunin kung paano natin harapin ang mga hamon, paano natin mapatatag ang pagbibigay ng at paglilingkod sa ating mga mag-aaral at mga guro. Paano natin harapin ang pagsubok na hindi tayo naging handa. Alam natin na hindi madali ang tinahak natin na hamon gawa ng COVID-19 na ito. Halos hindi pa natin naririnig yung mga halakhak at sigaw ng mga bata sa ating paaralan. Ngayon, unang-una, ang ating inaatupag ay ang ating safety, ang ating kaligtasan. Sa mga susunod na araw, alam natin na mas malaki pa ang hamon na harapin natin sa paghanda sa pagbabalik ng klase sa normal. Pero ngayon, nagpapasalamat na ako sa ating mga guro na kahit sa likod ng napakalaking hamon na ating hinaharap, ay pinagtitibay natin ang ating mga gawain at lalong-lalo na habang ginagawa natin ito ng may mas mataas na antas ng hamon. Ngunit ang aking panawagan din ay gawain natin ang ating mga gawain na nasa ligtas tayo na kalagayan. Sa isang paniniwala na tayo ang sikreto ng paghubog ng ating lipunan na batay sa direksyon at kagustuhan na naaayon sa kanilang gusto at ayon din sa ating mga pangarap sa kanila. at sa ating tapang na hindi bibigay at hindi igugupo ang mga pangarap, mas nasusubok ang ating tapang at tatag kung ito ay hango sa isang napakahirap na sitwasyon. Dito natin maipagsisigawan na hindi natin iginupo, hindi natin iwinaksi ang isang pangarap na maganda para sa ating mga anak. At ilalaban natin ito kahit napakahirap kasi ito yung laban na napakasarap ilaban dahil laban para sa pagmamahal, laban para sa pangarap, laban sa isang kinabukasan. Sa inyong lahat, congratulations on your launching of your DEDP. I pray with you. I join you in your dreams and aspirations. I join you in the direction you are pursuing. But more than that, I join you in your hopes and dreams of a better Panabo and of our children's beautiful, productive, and better future. Congratulations, Superintendent Ray Rinante Solitario and Assistant Superintendent PBG Ribamonte. Congratulations to all the men and women of the Panabo City Divisions. Congratulations to all our school heads who have committed to pursue these dreams and achieve this despite of and in spite of. And above all, God bless us all, and may our dreams be pleasing to the Lord and will be blessed by the Lord. My salute to all of you as we pursue our dreams and aspiration. Congratulations, everyone.
Wow, thank you so much, RD. It's really a heartwarming message, and of course, cheering up to really continue the best. No? So, by the way, RD, na-capture ko kasi yung sinabi mo regarding the revisit, and we include that in this book. It forms part already of our review, the revisiting of our offering of the senior high school, and we look forward that we can really definitely reframe our aspirations in gearing up and achieving the aggressive reform of our education. Thank you, RD.
Thank you so much, RD, for the very nice message.
Yes po. So maraming salamat, RD, and God bless you always. John?
Yes po, Ma'am Gay and Sir Ray and RD. We will also be awarding the Certificate of Recognition to our director. Allow me to read the text. Certificate of Recognition to Director Alan G. Parnazo in grateful acknowledgement of your distinguished and invaluable service rendered as keynote speaker during the virtual launching of the Division Education Development Plan DEDP calendar years 2021-2025 held on April 12, 2021 at the Schools Division of Panabo City, thereby contributing immeasurably to the prestige and success of the activity. Given this 12th day of April 2021 at the Schools Division of Panabo City, Davao del Norte, Philippines. Signed, OIC Schools Division Superintendent Reynante A. Solitario, Seso 6. Thank you so much po. Ayan, maraming salamat po RD and Ma'am Gay and also Sir Ray and of course, if we have sa amin dito sa Technical Working Group, maraming salamat once again sa inyo pong mga great leaders namin para sa Department of Education. Ayan, ika nga sabi ni RD Parnaso, basta rehiyon 11, kanunay, abante. Ayan. At saka sa Panabo City naman po, ay tayo ay patuloy na edukasyon sa Panabo, laging panalo. And now, let us proceed to the next part of the program to be introduced to us by our host.
Once again, thank you so much to our Regional Director, Director Alan G. Parnazo, for that very inspiring words shared to us, sir. Maraming salamat po once again and mabuhay ka po. And at this point in time, the success of the undercrafting of the Division Education Development Plan is a collaborative effort of the division with its 61 schools. And now, we will witness the different success stories of our schools in the three districts of Panabo Central District, Panabo North District, and Panabo South 1 District. Let us all watch this.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Herein, the district schools of Panabo Central, the presence of the government as well as the change is greatly felt.
Thank you, Panabo Central Elementary School's PED Center, for bringing out the best of my child during this pandemic with a quality education you bring right in front of our home with a blended learning system.
Para sa ako, ma'am, okay ra siya, ma'am, kay makasabot sila kay kanang lahat mong ihanay-hanay magit sa maestra dito.
The radio-based instruction has a great help talaga in answering or in guiding our learners.
Ang radyo, dako do ikatabang nga na-radyo sa kong eskwelahan, ma'am, especially sa mga bata na kanang lisod gani tudluan. Mas maiwang gudtong na atong teacher nga naga-explain sa radyo per hour kay masunod nila, ma'am, kung unsa ilang dapat ansiran.
Usa ka eskwelahan sa Panabo City ang nihimo og inisyatibo aron matudloan og basa ang mga bata aron dili masayang ang panahon samtang wala pa nagsugod ang klase.
Klata sa Salvacion Elementary School kay dako kayong tabang sa bata na dili ka mabasa ug mosulat.
Excellence be our!
Effort are continuously made in order to achieve the other goals of the Department of Education for a successful and united Panabuans. In behalf of the principals and school heads of Panabo Central District, we commit ourselves to support the Division Education Development Plan of Panabo City Division. Through this, hand in hand, we can achieve our goal amidst this pandemic. Mabuhay ang Panabo City Division. Together,
let us unite for one prosperous
and peaceful
Department of Education
Division of Panabo
City.
Here, in the schools of Panabo North District, the presence of the government and other stakeholders, as well as the change, is greatly felt.
stakeholders for the commitment, collaborative efforts they provide for the teachers and students of Nanyo Central Elementary School, even this difficult time. To the LGU Panabo, headed by Honorable Jose E. Relampagos, and to the rest of the team, thank you for sustaining the needs of our school.
I would also like to say thank you to the Nanyo Central for giving me this opportunity to join this storytelling. And also, I would like to say hello to Ninang An because she is the one who inspired me to join this storytelling today.
Efforts are continuously made in order to achieve the other goals of the Department of Education for a successful and united Panaboan. The challenges faced by education system are vast. School leaders are an important layer in the education system that can act as motivating and coordinating agent to ensure teachers, learners, and families are connected to plans made by education officials. And Panabo North District, in support to the Division Education Development Plan, is innovating to do things differently, improving its access, quality of education, and its SDM practices, as we need to heed the call of our department. We are one, Panaboan. Together, let us unite for one prosperous and peaceful Department of Education, Division of Panabo City.
Here in the district schools of Panabo South 1, the presence of the government, as well as the change, is greatly felt.
First place, Best Implementing School, Medium Elementary School category. Narciso B. De La Pin Elementary School.
Implementation dito pa rin po sa ating SDO Panabo City. Kaya hindi na po natin patatagalin pa ating kapalayamin live na live sa main hall po ng pagdarapusan ng ating launching of the Madrasa Education Program sa
launch ang Madrasa Education Program na kung saan po ito po ay nasasaad sa ating pong polisiya at DepEd orders po natin lalo na sa amendment.
Maayong adlaw. Karong adlaw kauban nato si Jamela Mama usa ka Muslim parent diri sa JP Laurel Elementary School. So karon ni istorya niya unsa ang imuhang maistorya ma mahitungod sa gipahigayong distribution of Madrasa Portfolio Kit nga gipahigayon sa Region 11 nga gi-allocate sa National Para diri sa Panabo.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Nagpapasalamat po kami kasi kahit papano po, nakatulong po yung pinamigay po.
Efforts are continuously made in order to achieve the other goals of the Department of Education for a successful and united Panaboans.
Good morning, everyone. The Panabo South District 1 of Panabo City Division is committed to perform the quality education for the learners. Different programs, activities, and projects were implemented to cater the needs of our clientele.
Together, let us unite for one prosperous and peaceful Department of Education. Division of Panabo City, Panabo South District 1. We are one.
Wow, that were the successful stories of our schools in Panabo Central, Panabo North, and Panabo South 1 district. And of course, Ma'am Des, those success will not be possible without the effort and the passion given by our school heads, school principals, and teachers of Panabo Central, North, and South 1 district. And of course, with the guidance and support and the technical assistance given by our public schools district supervisors. Thank you so much to our PSDS in Panabo Central District, Ma'am Lucinita Dulay and Ma'am Joylyn Martinez.
For Panabo North District, thank you so much PSDS Mary Ann Revilla and PSDS Estrella Maputol.
And for Panabo South District 1, thank you so much our PSDS Sir Antonio Pasquito and Ma'am Marisa Manginsay. Maraming
Yes, Ma'am Leia. So that was the batch 1 of success stories from the different schools in Panabo Central, North, and South 1 district. So now let us witness the second batch of success stories from the schools of Panabo South 2 district, secondary schools, and the private schools.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the Division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Here in the Panabo South District 2, the Schools Division of Panabo City, the presence of the government as well as the change is greatly felt. Amidst the pandemic, here are the best and success stories of different elementary schools in Panabo South District 2. To start with, Malativas Elementary School and Consolacion Elementary School. Katipunan Elementary School, Casila Elementary School, Namuwag Elementary School, Waterfall Elementary School, Datu Abdul Elementary School, Likanan Elementary School, Visayas Elementary School, Cufanes Herona Elementary School, and Little Panay Elementary School.
As PSD2 Administrator Suite President, I fully support the Panabo City Division in its effort to make education more relevant to the needs of local communities, to make the DEDP as the main vehicle through which the division can effectively and efficiently manage education services in the city.
Secondary District of Panabo City, the presence of the government as well as the change is greatly felt. Through distance learning modality, a lot of schools were able to shine in their own strategies. From TV Aralan, online classes, radio-based instructions, and self-learning modules. Each school was able to maximize their resources to ensure the absolute delivery of learning. To help other stakeholders in claiming their modules, some schools initiated module delivery system, such as the Module Panda, Oplan Hatod SLM, Hatod Liners, and Pasabay Delivery Express.
COVID-19 is not a reason to give up. I'm so thankful po sa lahat ng ating mga frontliners and by the Department of Education by making an action po para bigyan ng solusyon para po mapatuloy pa rin po ang aming pag-aaral.
Salamat kaungga po sa modular, sa Kaganguhan, National High School. Pero nagpasalamat mi sa Ginoo kay among anak mas Ginoo sa kalisod sa kalibutan karon. Nagpadayon nga po ng eskwela mong mga anak ko.
Efforts are continuously made in order to achieve the other goals of the Department of Education for a successful and united Panaboans.
To our school's Division Superintendent, Dr. Renante E. Solitario, CSO6, the Division of Panabo City Secondary Level presents the best practices of the school-based learning continuity plan for school year 2020-2021, highlighting the various learning distance modalities implemented, which include TV Aralan, radio-based instruction, synchronous and asynchronous online learning, and printed and digital distance learning. Despite the threat of this pandemic, we continuously make education accessible to our learners through this new learning system. The Division of Panabo City is always ready to face the challenge. We are one Panabuans. Thank you.
Together, let us unite for one prosperous and peaceful Department of Education, Division of Panabo City.
Here, in the secondary schools of Panabo, the presence of the government as well as the change is greatly felt. We in the private schools have witnessed the challenges of the school year 2020-2021. The intrusion of the pandemic in the course of education had been a serious threat to the operations to and for learning. At first glance, it would seem impossible to realize learning objectives given the mandated social distancing. However, education must continue. Hinge, the Learning Continuity Plan, was hereby crafted to pave the way for learning despite the challenges of the pandemic. The usage of different modalities, from modular to online distance learning, had been utilized in order to continue the learning interaction between teachers and students. These means had been extended to the awareness of our stakeholders. Of course, there were challenges that had arisen in the course of the implementation, such as the lack of internet connection and the provision of learning assessments, to name a few. These challenges were met with the same zeal to provide quality education by providing internet modems and creating online schemes for learning assessments. Therefore, we from the Private Schools Association thereby declare a successful school year 2020-2021. Still, efforts are continuously made in order to achieve the other goals of the Department of Education for a successful and united Panabuans.
My new normal education system. As the pandemic starts to kick in and invades the very educational system of not only the Philippines but to the whole world, we face a new normal in acquiring knowledge. Since we cannot do face-to-face classes, online and modular classes took place. As for me, I chose online classes. It was at first tedious on my part as I tend to adjust to the new system that my school was implementing. But as the school year progressed, I tend to get the gist of it. It became so convenient on my end as it lessened my workload as a pupil. The luxury of me being on the comfort of my house while studying. I am so delighted of how my teachers were able to teach me patiently and made me understand all of the lessons. I would say that this new normal was give us most of the advantage of learning, but we have to be dedicated for us to be fully equipped.
On behalf of the Panabo Private Schools Association, my warmest congratulations to DepEd Panabo City Division for crafting and approving the 5-year Education Development Plan, which I believe this is geared towards making us better educators, and thus the delivery of basic educational services will be improved and effective. Let's move together and make positive change.
Together, let us unite for one prosperous and peaceful Department of Education, Division of Panabo City.
Wow! Once again, that were the success stories of our Panabo South 1 District, Secondary District, and private schools. Again po, maraming salamat po, of course, to all of our school principals, school heads, school administrators, and of course, our teachers, no? Of course, the success will not be realized without the help of our teachers and our school heads, our school leaders. Maraming salamat po. And of course, Ma'am Des, with the guidance and the support, the technical assistance given by our PSDSS, of course, our Public Schools District Supervisor of Panabo South 2 District, we have Ma'am Maria Ninita Tuwazon and Sir Reynaldo Jocampo.
For the second district, Ma'am Leo, we would like to thank our PSDSS, Sir Neil Michael Diasis, and Sir Abelino Bitang.
And of course, sa ating private school po, we have our president, our private school association president, Engineer Rudy Adlaon. Maraming salamat po, sir.
Ayan po, so we have witnessed the success stories of the different schools from the Schools Division of Panabo City. And all of this will not be possible without the brilliant minds of the teachers, principals, technical working group members. So, Ma'am Leia, we will give recognition to each one of them. Maraming salamat po because of your exemplary contribution to the development of the Division Educational Development Plan. Ayan po. So now, let us witness
and before, of course, in the awarding of certificate of recognition, we will now be calling our Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario.
together with our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Febigay L. Rafamonte.
Okay. All right. Good morning once again. And of course, ESDS, good morning. So this time, may I ask June? Saan si June? Again, it is my pride.
Yes, sir.
Again, it is my pride and honor to present to you. This is already our DEDP book, 2021 to 2025. And we would like to inform you and to everybody watching out there that the suggestions, and at the same time, I just pointed out in the message of our regional director regarding the inclusion of the review and revisiting of our course offerings at the senior high school. Although we have already informed in the previous MANCOM with our principals, but we need really to reinforce. And at the same time, since those are already captured in our DEDP book. So with the support of our CID and the SGOD, hopefully we can be able to address that challenge of our regional director.
Thank you so much, Sir Ray. Ma'am Gay? Anything to add, Ma'am Gay?
Thank you so much, June, and congratulations to all of us, most especially to the technical working group for the successful launching of our DEDP. And we know with all our collaborative effort, we can really, just like what we had for the last 5 years, we have implemented all the programs and projects that was in our previous DEDP. In our new DEDP, I really do believe that with the cooperation of everyone, we can also implement all that is written in that book, and we are looking forward for that, June. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Ma'am ESDS Gay Refamonte, and of course to our Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Ray Solitario. At this point, Sir Ray and Ma'am Gay, we will be now awarding the Certificate of Recognition to all the contributors, the writers, and technical working group for this DEDP, or the Division Education Development Plan 2021-2025. So allow me now to read all the awardees for a recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the writers of the DEDP, or the Division Education Development Plan, starting with Certificate of Recognition is given to Aileen Angunuevo, Juwani Aguilar, Marisa Hayoma, Aileen Carlo, Carmencita de Guzman, Celia Pueblo, Amiga Nidita G. Tuaza, Abilino D. Vitang, Leia J. Esleta, Karen T. Luma, Hernani A. Risuani, Erna O. Lumandong, Christian C. Sumaya, Desiree Loren Balaban, Molin Jane Estemada, Kurt Denzel Infiesto, Lailani S. Mesias, Eric S. Dalompines. The contributors for the DEDP 2021-2025. Eduardo A. Yapota, Sir A. Mijares, Carmencita J. Guzman, Carlos Benpayo, Marisa V. Mayoma, Neil Michael A. Diasi, Estrella N. Tuto, Helia N. Pueblo, Maria Luisa G. Watson, Joy S. Magda, Avelino D. Vitam, Joylen B. Martinez, Losminda L. Dulay, Alfredo O. Ogen, Celestino P. Ribamonte, Dr. Rosemary S. Patriarca, Benya B. Enfiesto, Marvin P. Espinosa, Julius I. Suelto, Eileen B. Año Nuevo, Karen T. Luma, Dr. Arlen L. Chuy, Maria Susette B. Flores, Engineer Eric Valencia, Dionisha Maria Gonzaga, Analiza M. Mendoza, Ray Pueblo, Juliet Raganas, Hernani A. Resueño, Erna O. Lumandong, Kurt Denzel Infiesto, Eric S. Dalumpines, Leilani Mesias, Dr. Marcela E. Distor, Leia Jane M. Isleta, Molin Jane Estemada, Apolinario D. Macabulos, Jaime C. Carlom, Raul E. Gacos, Neo Carlo R. Magno, Maria Perpetua Angelita G. Suelto, Attorney Annalyn A. Dacumos, Dr. Giovanni C. Aguilar, Tyrone O. Duhali, Reynaldo C. Diocampo, Darna S. Tan, Ronmar V. Hayoma, Jean Bahaw, Flaminda G. Wanich, Rosalie D. Estemada, Glenn B. Separes, Norpinang Pagagaw, Catherine Gay Hayoma. Extending also our heartfelt thanks to the technical working group of this DEDP launching, starting with Dr. Aileen B. Año Nuevo, the overall chair, Analiza M. Mendoza, Maria Ezel May Cabaylo, Lailani S. Mesias, Molin Jane Estimada, Marisa Hayoma, Edna O. Lumandong, Maya Flaminda Wanich, Elton L. Cadile, John Carlos Siniza, Eric Dalumpines, Kerr Denzel Infiesto, Tyrone O. Duhali, Ronmar V. Hayoma, Leah Jane S. Leta, and Miss Desiree Loren Baraba. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga writers, contributors, and also the technical working group for the success of this DEDP launching. Ma'am Gay and Sir Ray, those are the awardees for this DEDP launching po. Maraming salamat.
Yeah, I would like to give thanks, Gio, no? Special mention din sa lahat ng talaga na tumulong. Of course, this is spearheaded by our two chiefs, Chief Eileen, Chief John, and of course, under the supervision also of our assistant superintendent. Thank you so much to everyone, to the men and women who contributed much for the success of this book. This one, we'll be going to, by the way, we are going to distribute this book to our partners, to our stakeholders, and especially to the districts at the same time. So we'll just be going to schedule the distribution of this. And of course, if you remember, if you notice, if you remember ESDS, the time when we had our workshop with our partners, one partner we have, especially Sister Rudy Adlaon, mentioned about a copy of this. So we'll also provide a copy of this DEDP to our private schools association of the city of Panabo. So again, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat at naway maging gabay ito para sa atin para matupad natin ang mga pangarap natin para sa ating mga kabataang Panabuans sapagkat isa lang naman ang hangad natin, no? Ang serbisyong Panabuan, di kalidad maasahan, prioridad ang pangarap ng ating mga kabataan. Let's continue to be the forefront of eradicating illiteracy. Now, ESDS, naalala mo yung maiwan mo yung mic mo kasi naalala mo yung the way we introduce our participants in the RAEL? Pwede nating ulitin yun. Yeah, sige. So this time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Panabo City and we are very proud that we are, that we lead you. At the same time, we are happy also to serve all of you. So, okay?
Integration.
Ako mo nang mauna, no?
Sige.
Ready? Innovation.
Integration.
Industry-based learning.
Innovation. We are
the division of Panabo City. The forefront
of eradicating illiteracy.
Thank you so much, everyone. And June, back to you.
Wow, again po, thank you so much once again to our SES and of course to our ASDS and of course Ma'am Des, makakalimutan ba natin one of the contributors then sa ating DEDP, of course, none other than we have Sir June Aguilon. Thank you so much, sir.
And we also have Ma'am Bless Joyce Lagaret, both from Panabo City Senior High School. One of our contributors rin po, and member of the technical working group, si Ma'am Bless Joyce. Maraming salamat po, Sir Reynante Solitario and Ma'am Febigay Rafamonte for that recognition and for the trust po. Maraming salamat. We are very much humbled for that recognition.
Yes, maraming salamat po. Sila yung ating mga helping hands behind the success of the crafting of our DEDP 2021-2025. Again, maraming salamat po sa lahat and saludo po kami sa inyo. And, of course, Ma'am Des, no, talagang excited tayo, no? Dahil sa wakas, natapos na rin ang ating, successful ang ating launching ng ating Division Education Development Plan for the year 2021 and 2025.
And to note, Ma'am Leia, we will be distributing also copies of our DEDP to our stakeholders, partners, including the private organizations. Maraming salamat po.
Yes.
Ayun po. Ayun
We'll be
po,
giving
Leia.
copies po sa kanila.
Yes po. So, to all of the teachers na nagpuyat, mga school heads, and our PSPSS supervisors, our Chief, Dr. Eileen Anunuevo, and Sir Januario Mota for the support.
And
Thank
our
you so
division
much po.
personnel, Ma'am Beth, ayan, sa SGOD, sa CID, sa OSDS, maraming salamat po. No?
So this is not just a work of one hand. This is a collaboration po ng lahat ng mga empleyado, mga teachers ng Schools Division of Panabo City. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you po. So, Ma'am Des, ang bilis ng oras. So, I guess matatapos na tayo. So now, to formally close our program, let us have our closing prayer to be led to us by our Senior Education Program Specialist in Planning and Research, Dr. Eric S. Danupinas.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we humbly give you thanks for the success of today's event, the launching of the Division Education Development Plan, CY 2021-2025. We thank you, Lord, for your blessings, guidance, and strength to overcome the trials, to make this event a meaningful and memorable one. We thank you for its blessing that you bestowed upon us, our life, our families, protection, health, knowledge, and wisdom. May this event help us to be fully aware that it is not for ourselves that we learn, but for the service of other people. Grant us, O Lord, that a 5-year-long plan will be done according within your will. Make us realize that all our actions and plans should be done for your greater glory. Shower us, Lord, with your divine guidance so that we would decide wisely and properly. May we be your hands and feet to the needy, your words of affirmation to the oppressed, and your arms of comfort to the lonely. Make us realize that without you, we are nothing. All this we pray through your Son, Jesus Christ, our Savior. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Eric Danupinas. So with this, together, as one Panabo City Division, we will soar high.
And we will uphold always our mantra, Panabo City Division at the forefront of eradicating illiteracy through innovation,
Integration,
industry-based learning,
and inspiration. Thank you so much for joining us here in the launching ceremony of the Division Educational Development Plan for 2021-2025 of the Schools Division of Panabo City.
Again, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all of our partners and stakeholders. Thank you so much for being part of the success of the launching of our Division Education Development Plan 2021-2025. Maraming salamat po sa walang sawang pagsuporta sa Schools Division Office of Panabo City.
We would like to give thanks once again to our honored guest, our Congressman of the 2nd District of Davao del Norte, Honorable Alan Alduar Duhali, duly represented, Ma'am Leia, earlier by
Mary
Chief
Ann.
Operations Officer, Ma'am Mary Ann Cheng.
And of course, Ma'am Des, our Honorable City Mayor, Jose E. Relampagos. Maraming salamat po, Mayor, for the unending support always given to the Department of Education.
Yes, Ma'am Leia, together with EDCOM Chair, ang atong tipig og kabahin, Honorable Emmanuel Maue Pamisaran, and of course, our ever supportive and dynamic Regional Director of DepEd ONCE, Regional Director Alan G. Fernando.
Maraming salamat po. And of course, Ma'am Des, the success also of the Division Educational Plan is hindi po siya ma-realize without the brilliant guidance and brilliant leaders sa ating SDO. We have our SDS, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario. Maraming salamat po, sir, with our ASTS, Ma'am Pedigay Repamonte. Thank you so much po, ma'am.
Maraming salamat again po sa mga passionate and dedicated supervisors, our employees, teachers, and school administrators po from public and private schools in Panabo City. Ayan po.
And makakalimutan ba natin, Ma'am Des, ang ating division chiefs? Of course, our Curriculum Implementation Division Chief, Sir Januario Yamota, and of course, our Chief Education Supervisor, Dr. Eileen Anyanabo. Thank you so much po. Ayan. And of course, sa ating mga senior education program specialists, ma'am, mention na lang po natin ating kasamahan sa SGOD, Ma'am Annalisa Mendoza, Dr. Eric Estalupines, Ma'am Janicia Gonzaga,
and Sir Ray
Pueblo.
And our EPS or SGOD, Sir Karen P. Luma. Ma'am Leia, the crafting of this DEDP, Ma'am Leia, is just not an overnight activity, Ma'am Leia. So the crafting of this DEDP started po last year during pandemic, hindi po na hinder, hindi pandemic ang crafting po ng ating DEDP, our strategic direction po for the year 2021-2025.
Yes, so talagang ginugulan talaga ng panahon. Kaya maraming salamat, of course, once again to our PWG, to our contributors, to our writers. Maraming salamat po. Talagang grabe kahit na weekends, grabe yung passion at saka yung effort na ibinibigay ng ating mga TWG, yung mga writers and mga contributors just to have this Division Educational Development Plan for the 2021 and 2025. Thank you so much po.
So, Ma'am Leia, yung nakita po natin, yung pinakita kanina ni Sir Ray Nante, ang ating output ng Panabo City Division, that was the hard copy of the DEDP. So, parang proud po tayo that we take part, that each and every one of us contributed to the crafting of the DEDP, the 5-year roadmap of Panabo City Division.
Once again, thank you so much po. So, I guess, this concludes our launching of the Division Education Development Plan. So, we are your hosts for today. I am Leia Jane M. Eslata, your PDO1.
And I am Desiree Loren Barabat, your divisioners, saying, congratulations, Panabo City Division!
Education sa Panabo,
Panalo! Mabuhay po tayong lahat! Mabuhay! Panabo 1! Back to you, Sir June.
Back to you, sir.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the Division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Ayan po mga ka-TV, maraming salamat sa napakagagaling natin at napakagaganda nating mga hosts, no? Of course, we have Ma'am Leia Jane Esleta and Ma'am Des Barabat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong dedikasyon din at pagbibigay ng inyong oras at panahon para maging successful din po ang hosting ng atin pong DEDP launching. Pero sa lahat po ng aming mga viewers, hindi pa po, mayroon pa po kaming pahabol na sorpresa para po sa inyong lahat dahil mahal na mahal namin kayo mga ka-TV. Kaya susulitin din po namin ang pagkakataon ito na ipakita po sa inyo ang nag-iisang intermission number ng tinagurian po natin the Pentatonics. This is a group of singers coming from Panabo City National High School, of course, whose pride, this is the pride of our schools division office. At ganoon din po, sila ang nagbigay din po sa atin ng pride din po para sa katatapos lamang po na Regional Assembly of Education Leaders or the RAEL 2021 na kung saan po ay sila nakapagtanghal. Kaya po mga ka-TV, hindi po namin papalampasin ang pagkakataon ito na ipakita din po sa inyo ang atin pong mga, the pentatonics natin, of course, ang singer po natin na napakagagaling po sa larangan na ito. Kaya, hindi na po namin kayo bibitinin pa. Panoorin po natin lahat ang ating the pentatonics in the rendition of The Seasons of Love. Indeed, this season is not just for courage, but of course, for love as well. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the pentatonics.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
$525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so deep, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, and laughter, in strife, in
525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in life?
How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love.
Seasons of love, seasons of love. 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a life of a woman or man?
In truth that she learned, all the times that she's right. In bridges he burned, all the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out so the story never ends.
Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember that love.
You got to remember
that love. The love is a gift from love. Remember that love. Give love. Spread that love.
Measure your life in love.
Seasons of love.
Seasons of love.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much to our performers coming from the Panabo City National High School na binansagan po namin the pentatonics. So ayan po, sila rin po ang gumawa ng ating kauna-unahang official sulong edukalidad advocacy video na nanalo po sa regional sa Region 11 at yan po ay ginagamit ngayon ng buong Rehiyon 11 para po sa advokasya ng sulong edukalidad. At para po sa kaalaman ng lahat, sila din po ang may gawa ng ating official station ID para sa ating TV Aralan at ganoon din po sa ating division hymn na kauna-unahan din po sa buong Rehiyon 11. Ayan. At of course, ang TV Aralan jingle natin. Kaya maraming salamat sa mga performers po na powerhouse team ng ating Schools Division Office para po sa mga performing arts like the musical of course at sa lahat po ng contribution din ninyo sa ating TV Aralan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Nais ko rin po pasalamatan ang ating pong host school ngayon para po sa ating TV studio. Of course, thank you so much to Rizal Elementary School headed by their very generous and beautiful Madam Ramilin R. Antalan, ang ating pong school head, the school principal of Rizal ES. At sa lahat po ng mga kaguruan ng Rizal Elementary School, maraming salamat din po sa inyong accommodation sa division team para po maipalabas ang ating pong DEDP launching ng matagumpay. Sa set po, of course, and Elden, special mention. Thank you so much. At ganun din po sa lahat ng production team ng Rizal Elementary School. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. At nais din po namin pasalamatan, of course, ang ating partner sa ating Panabo Cable Channel 1. We have Ma'am Alexandra Chu, Sir Alex Navarro, and Sir James Chu. Maraming salamat sa inyong pong suporta din upang matagumpay na maisahin pakawin po sa Panabo Cable Channel 1 ang ating live coverage, special coverage po para sa ating DEDP launching ng CEO Panabo City for the years 2021 to 2025. At sa lahat din po ng ating mga parents who are watching with us right now, the students, the learners all over Panabo City Division at sa lahat po ng naaabot ng live stream na ito, maraming salamat din po sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta at pagtangkilik sa programa, mga aktibidad at proyekto ng Schools Division Office of Panabo City, kasama po ang 61 paaralan, pampublikong paaralan na elementarya at sekundarya in partnership of course with our private schools headed by their President, Engineer Rudy Adlaon. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy po ninyong pagbibigay ng inyong suporta sa ating mga sa amin po dito sa Schools Division of Panabo City. Kaya sa lahat ng ating mga ka-TV, see you once again for the next live special coverage para po sa iba pang karagdagang mga programa ng ating Schools Division Office. At para po ma-notify kayo every now and then kapag meron tayong ina-upload o di kaya meron tayong tawag nito, mga live feeds ng mga videos, ay pwede po ninyong i-subscribe ang ating official YouTube channel, the DepEd Panabo City, para po notified kayo agad. Huwag nyo lang kalimutan i-click ang notification bell para po sa inyong subscription. And I would like also to personally thank my partner. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa aking partner, controller, and at the same time streaming in charge din natin na si Ma'am Bless Joyce Lagari of Panabo City Senior High School. And special thanks din po kay Ma'am Merna Evangelista Purificacion para po sa iyong pagpayag na makapiling at makasama ko po si Bless ngayon para sa live stream natin. Thank you so much to the precious gem of PCSHS, Madam Merna Purificacion. Thank you once again. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mr. June Aguilon, your main anchor for TV Aralan, na laging nagsasabi sa inyo dito sa STO Panabo City, ang lahat ay dapat handang isip, handa bukas para po sa magandang kinabukasan ng ating mga kabataan. Thank you everyone. And now, panoorin po natin ang ating opisyal na station ID para po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po mga ka-TV. Magbabalik po kami sa susunod na mga live shows.
pangalan natin na maging matatag at matibay.
Sa kabila ng mga pinagdadaanan, patuloy sa pagbabahagi ng kaalaman. Kaliwat kanan ng problema, ngunit kaagapay ang bawat isa.
Makakayanan ko, makakayanan mo. Mga unos sa buhay ay malalagpasan to, basta't magtiwala. Tayo'y may pag-asa.
Asahan mo, kami ay gagabay sa'yo. Liwanag ay abot sa anumang sulok ng mundo. Kami may tiwala, tunay na pinagpala. Sa pagkakaisa ng bawat layunin ay makikita malasakit at ika'y diringgin.
Ilalayo sa pangamba, ilalapit sa pangarap. Pangarap na makamit ang kinabukasan.
Sa kabila ng mga pinagdaraanan, patuloy sa pagbabahagi ng kaalaman. Kaliwat kanan ng problema, ngunit kaagapay ang bawat isa.
Makakayanan ko, makakayanan mo. Mga unos sa buhay ay malalagpasan to, basta't magtiwala. Tayo'y may pag-asa. Asahan mo, kami ay gagabay sa'yo. Liwanag ay abot saan mang sulok ng mundo. Kami may tiwala, tunay na pinagpala.
Sa palipas ng oras ng buhay,
Baon-baon ang kaalamang hatid ng ating gabay.
di magatubili sa pagkamit ng ating hangin.
Ikaw at ako, maghahayag ng panibagong yugto.
Panibagong ito.
Makakayanan ko, makakayanan mo. Mga unos sa buhay ay malalagpasan to, basta't magtiwala. Tayo'y may pag-asa. Asahan mo, kami ay gagabay sa'yo. Liwanag ay abot saan mang sulok ng mundo. Kami may tiwala, tunay na pinagpala. Makakayanan ko, makakayanan mo. Mga unos sa buhay ay malalagpasan to, basta't magtiwala. Tayo'y may pag-asa. Asahan mo, kami ay gagabay sa'yo. Liwanag ay abot saan mang sulok ng mundo. Kami may tiwala, tunay na pinagpala.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.